If you started looking at how to sell your home, you probably noticed the options have multiplied. Traditional agents have 5 or 6%, discount brokers at 1.5%, iBuyers offering instant cash, DIY platforms, hybrid services. So how do you actually choose? Hi guys, my name is Manny Pantiga. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am the co-founder and the CEO of locqube, an AI-powered home selling platform. I've been a broker for 20 years and I decided to put everything on the line to change the way homes are sold. I am deeply passionate about real estate, about selling, home selling. A few years back, I went and convinced the best 2 co-founders in the world to join me in this journey. And we recruited the best sales team and marketing team and engineering team to build the future of home selling. And today I want to walk you through what it looks like. What are the 4 paths that most sellers need to consider when it comes to selling a home? Each one, what does it actually cost? And what do you give up? What are the questions that you should ask yourself before you commit to any of them? The right answer is not going to be the same for everybody, but the framework for choosing is. Okay, so path number 1, this is well known. It's been the same for about 100 years, and it is the traditional full service agent. This is the model that most people know. You hire a listing agent, they run the sale end-to-end, pricing, prep, advice, photos, MLS, marketing, showings, negotiation, and closing coordination. And they usually charge a commission of the sales price, historically between 5 and 6%, and that continues to be the case. The upside is real. You have a human who handles everything. If you have never sold before or you're time constrained, an experienced full service agent could come in handy. The downside is also real. On a $600,000 home, a 6% fee is $36,000, and that is meaningful, and that's a big chunk of the equity that you get to choose at the closing. Is it actually worth it? It depends. It depends on what you're getting, and it depends on the platform or the systems around your agent and what other options you have available. Now we're going to consider path number 2. Discount brokers and matching services. The middle tier, Redfin, Clever, Hauser, maybe others, they typically charge a lower listing fee commission, sometimes between 1 and 1.5%. And if you have a property under a certain price threshold, they have minimums. And the pitch is centered around a lower fee. You got to save money, but the discount usually comes at a cost. Companies like Clever are technically a matching service that connect you with an independent agent who runs the sale with their own process. And your experience is going to largely depend on the agent that you get matched with. If you get matched with a great agent, it's going to be a positive experience. It's a bit of a lotto pick. And there's nothing wrong with these models, but you should know that discount usually means someone else's process at a lower price, not necessarily the same experience for less. Path number 3 is the DIY, the for sale by owner, the very famous FSBO, as we say in the industry, with some platform support. The true for sale by owner is a listing on Craigslist, planting a yard sign, and hoping. It's a very tiny and shrinking percentage of sales. But there's a newer version of DIY that's different. Platforms that handle the infrastructure, MLS upload, paperwork, disclosures, syndications to different platforms like Zillow or Realtor.com or Homes, and leave the human judgment pieces, showing negotiations to you. This for sale by owner path works if you have 3 things: experience or comfort with the process, time to manage the showings and the offers, and the temperament to negotiate without someone as a buffer. If you have all 3, you could save a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars on a typical sale. If you are missing any of those, DIY can quickly become more expensive than the agent fee that you are trying to avoid, because mistakes in pricing, marketing, or negotiation usually cost more than any commission ever would. Okay, path number 4, the iBuyer instant offer quote. Some famous iBuyer companies is Opendoor, OfferPad, and basically they buy your home just for cash. These companies make algorithmic offers and closing days, and they solve for one main thing: speed and certainty. So if you are in a bind, it works. But what do you give up? You give up market price in exchange for a clean, quick exit. The discount to true market value is typically between 5 and 15%, plus fees that often look like a traditional commission anyway. iBuyer makes sense in very narrow situations: relocation, if you have a hard deadline, if you inherited a property that you don't want to manage, perhaps a divorce settlement with a fixed closing date. But it rarely makes sense if your priority is to net the most for your home. You're paying a real premium for certainty. So make sure that this is what you actually need. And maybe you're asking yourself a question before you choose. So forget the marketing for a second and sit down and answer these 4 questions honestly. The first, how much of the process do I genuinely want to be involved in? Some people find showings energizing. Some people are really good at that. I've seen some homeowners that are better than I at showing homes. Others, they find them exhausting and intimidating and angering because remember, people are going to be walking through your home, criticizing everything about it. Be honest about which one you are. Second, how comfortable am I negotiating directly with a buyer or another agent? This is the single biggest filter. If the answer is not very, you want an agent in the room. Third, what is my timeline? A flexible 6-month timeline gives you more options than a hard 60-day deadline. And the fourth question that we invite you to ask yourself is, what does each path actually net me? Not what does it cost me, what does it net me? What do I want to walk away with in dollars? The fee is the input. The net is the result. Always prepare for the net primarily and the fee secondarily. And we believe the fee is very important. If you are in New York or in Connecticut, locqube actually offers 2 paths because almost every seller fits one of them. There is the self-guided path with a $900 flat fee. You get the full platform, the MLS, the portals, the paperwork, the AI support, and you handle the showings and the negotiations yourself. The agent assisted plan, so this is full service, is 1.99% listing fee. And you get all of that plus a dedicated agent who manages your showings, your offers, the negotiation, all on your behalf. Both paths give you the same platform, the same marketing, and the same support backbone. The only thing that changes is how much of the human touch you work with and you want to do yourself versus hand it off to someone who's going to take care of everything for you. And if you started self-guided, you can upgrade anytime at any point in the process. The path you start on with us is in the cage. So there it is. Traditional full-service agent, discount brokers and matching services, real DIY for sale by owner, or the iBuyer approach. Again, if you're in New York and Connecticut, you have the locqube platform that makes it extremely easy, transparent, and affordable to sell your home. I am so grateful that you took this time. I hope that you were able to draw value from this video and go out there and close a lot of deals.